Oh, oh God. What's going on, people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. If you're tired and you want to go to sleep, I don't blame you, because if you want to know why I did that, today I just witnessed one of the most boring entertainment of football I've ever seen this season. One of the most boring games ever. From now on, Chelsea Super Club should be changing to boring Chelsea Football Club, because this team wants to make me go to sleep week in and week out, every single time. And the same thing goes for Liverpool. But the reason why they're bad is because, yes, they've got injuries, but Jurgen Klopp is still putting that same formation. He doesn't change it. Still always uses a 4-3-3. We can see that it doesn't work. But for me, as a Chelsea, since I'm a Chelsea fan, this season we've seen this on the same thing on the Thomas Tuchel, maybe Lampard too, but it's mostly Thomas Tuchel. So yeah, but this season, that's why we're not doing what the fans expect them to do, which is challenge for the title, winning the trophy, and making sure you definitely finish in the top four, because we don't want to be in the top four race. But I knew this season it's not going to be Chelsea's season. I knew this team will struggle. I knew this team ain't going to win trophy. And I knew this team is going to go backwards rather than forwards. And you can tell by this game today, it ended in a 0-0. Both teams had great chances, but the final third wasn't that great. The passing wasn't that great. The decision making wasn't that great for both teams. So you can see why they had to call this one a mid-table clash, because I just knew that both Liverpool and Chelsea ain't gonna win, and then both of them were gonna struggle. That's went for a draw, but I did say 1-1, so at least I got a point. Because if I went for a Liverpool win, that look stupid, because I haven't seen them this season. And if I went for a Chelsea win, that also looked stupid, because I've seen Chelsea play this season. They haven't been that great. So there you go. So that's why I went for a draw, because I just knew that I cannot predict either Liverpool or Chelsea to win. I just knew it. So yeah. You can tell by my face that I wanted to go to sleep, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't, because I cannot go to sleep when there's a game on. But I just wish I did, because honestly, these two, especially Chelsea, are just not that great. So the top four is over for me. The top four is over, because if Manchester United beat Arsenal tomorrow, then the top four is done. The title race is completely over, and it has been over ever since Arsenal have been winning games. So for me, the title race is over, and it looks like the top four is over, because none of them are going to make the top four. None of them. And if Brighton, Fulham, and Brentford win their game, then it looks like Europe, it's not going to happen for Chelsea and Liverpool. So we need to make sure that Brentford, Fulham, and Brighton don't win their game today. They don't. But I see that happening, because they're playing better football than us, and they'll buff us off the table. And if Aston Villa win their game against who have they got? Southampton, they will be 1 point behind Chelsea and Liverpool. So you can tell why Chelsea and Liverpool ain't been the same team that they have been over the last few years. They just ain't. So yeah, that's why in this game today, you just cannot predict who's going to win. You just cannot. So yeah, one of the most boring games I've watched today, especially this season. One of the most boring games, honestly. Like, I just knew this would happen. That's why I went for a draw. Simple as that. Now, let me talk about the performance. Overall, we looked a bit better than Liverpool. When it comes to the final third and taking shots, this team can't do it. They just can't do it. Mount has been shit today. I don't know why he started. I also didn't know why I put in my predicted lineup yesterday, because honestly, that was the most stupid thing I've ever done. I hope Graham Potter realizes that he cannot stop Mount and maybe Kai Havertz too, because them two will not do it for you. They will not win you games, and they will not score. They won't. Even though Kai Havertz scored, he was offside. So to me, that was terrible. Yeah, if Thiago Silva would have scored that goal, then maybe it could have been 1-0. And maybe I would have been happy and all that stuff. But instead, it's 0-0. Callawis was all right today. So maybe, just maybe, I'll start him again against Fulham because you all know that last season at Stamford, no, sorry, 2 years ago, he scored. So maybe I'll put Kai Havertz on because today he was all right. But Mount, I never ever want to see him starting ever again because he's the most out of form player I've ever seen. Last season, he was Chelsea's best player, but this season, he ain't been. It's been Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva has been Chelsea's best player this season. Yeah, not Mount. Because he hasn't been scoring goals, he hasn't been creating assists. So last season was better than this season. Simple as that. So there you go. So honestly, Mount cannot start ever again. He can't. Simple as that. Who else? Kai Havertz was alright. Zeke was good today. Who else started? Jorginho was average. The same thing goes for Conor Gallagher. Both they were average. They weren't great, they weren't bad, so both they were average. Thiago Silva looked really good today. Bradshaw too, you know, with that header was brilliant saved by Alisson, so I thought he did well. Chalobah was alright today. Mark Cucurella had a really good game. He had a really good game today, so well done. So I have to give Cucurella credit because he was absolutely superb. Defending, clearances, tackles, and all that stuff. I thought he looked really good today. So well done to Cucurella on that one. Is there anyone else I missed out? Ziyech, no, Jorginho. Yeah, that's basically it. Kepa. I don't think he had to make a save today, so I cannot blame too much on Kepa. All he had to do was just pass into players, just hold the ball. I don't think he had to make a save, so I don't know what to say about Kepa. I don't think he had too much to do, but I don't know what to say about Kepa. I just cannot say anything anymore. But yeah, in terms of the substitutions, I thought Mudryk was Chelsea's best player today because at least he showed why he's so much better than Mount and Christian Pulisic. Because when he came on, he was absolutely superb. He had 3 chances and he missed them, but at least he had a bit of skill. Went past James Milner, and at least he know how to take a shot. But all 3 chances was a tight angle. And that's why you can see when Mudryk comes on, Ziyech will know how to pass it to him. That's when Mudryk came on, Ziyech had a really good game. Maybe Conor Gallagher too, because when Mudryk plays, you can see why they said, okay, I'm going to pass it to him because that's where he wants to be. You can see that. So for me, Mudryk from now on needs to start ahead of Mount because he can play better than Mount. He knows how to take players on it, and at least he knows how to shoot. Even though it's into the side net and it's past Alisson, at least he knows how to take players on. Whereas for Mount, he don't. So for me, at least we found some winger here that will know how to take players on. So Mudryk, well done on his debut. Well done. He was absolutely superb. Connie Chukwuemeka, when he came on, looked really good, and that's why for me he needs to start as a number 10 rather than Mason Mount or Kai Havertz. So for me, it looks good. He slipped though, but other than that, the passing was there, and also Mudryk. When he saw the walling of Connie Chukwuemeka, you can see that everything was flowing, everything was brilliant. So I feel like Connie Chukwuemeka should have started in this game today. He really should have started. So for me, the game against Fulham, our formation of a 4-2-3-1, and in terms of the front three, Mudryk on the left, Connie Chukwuemeka in the middle, maybe Hakim Ziyech, depends on if that PS3 player will start a game against Fulham, and up top maybe you could put Kai Havertz there because he did score but he was offside, so maybe you can put him there. In terms of the midfield, maybe still put Jorginho and Conor Gallagher there because Dennis Okoro is injured. The back four, maybe you can put Cucurella there because he looked really good today. The two centre backs still the same thing. Silva on the right centre back, Brennan Shaw on the left, and Chalobah as right back. And maybe you can still put Kepa there because he got two clean sheets in a row. So he has having a really good game. Um, let's see when Aspie came on, did nothing. As Batman came on, did absolutely nothing. So yeah, so my two best players today was Thiago Silva, maybe more Mudryk, but it's mostly them two because yeah, I'll give Mudryk a 7 or 8, and I'll give Thiago Silva a 7 and 8 as well. Mount, I'll give him like a 3 because he was terrible. The same thing goes for Conor Gallagher. Jorginho was average, so I'll give him like a 5. Kukuweya had a really good game, so I'll give him like a 7. The same thing goes for Chalobah. Bradshaw, I'll give him like maybe like a 7 or 8. Aspin came on, did nothing, so I'll give him like a 4. The same thing goes for Batman when he came on. Who else? Ziyech had a really good game, so I'll give him like maybe like a 6 or 7. Kepa, I'll give him like maybe like a 5 or 6 because he didn't have much to do other than just pass it to players and just grab the ball and all that stuff. So yeah, Jorginho, maybe I'll give him like a 5 or 6 because he was average and he wasn't that bad and he wasn't that great too. So I'll give him like a 5 or 6, and yeah, that's basically it. So that's how the game went, 0-0. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, one of the most boring games I've ever witnessed this season, and that's why you have to say to yourselves why Liverpool and Chelsea are struggling because they don't know how to score, they don't know how to pass into the place when they're into the position. The final third is terrible, so yeah, that's why you can see why both Liverpool and Chelsea don't deserve to finish in the top 4, win a trophy and win the title race because honestly, these two teams have just not been that great this season. So yeah. So it looks like for me the top 4 is done if Manchester United beat Arsenal tomorrow. So yeah, just everything is done. So that's basically it. So 0-0, boring. That's all I got to say on that one. Boring, not entertaining games I've ever seen. So that's why I told you yesterday why in the preview why I'm not looking forward to this game at all because I just knew it's going to be a draw and it's going to be a boring game, and there you go. It ended in a draw and it was a boring game. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to the game against Fulham at Stamford Bridge because they'll buff us. They've got Spurs and they'll beat them. So yeah, not confident in the game against Fulham. So it's good that Chelsea got 2 weeks because next weekend is the FA Cup 4th round. But I'm not looking forward to the game against Fulham. Simple as that. So yeah. So yeah, that's the end of this boring, depressed, just disappointment match reaction to Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0. Let me know in the comments down below where do you agree or disagree with anything I said. And yeah, if you want if you want me to feel happy, make sure you click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to hit the bell notifications because tomorrow there's going to be an Arsenal vs Manchester United live watch along. And don't forget to hit the share button so that you guys can talk about your team. If you're a Liverpool fan, what do you think of your team? If you're a Chelsea fan, what do you think of Chelsea today? So yeah, I gave you my thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll respond to you guys if I'm not that busy either today or tomorrow. Whatever time you post, I'll see if I can respond to them and see if I agree or disagree with anything you said in the comments down below. So let me hear your thoughts in the comments down below. So yeah, I've got to get some drink because I'm gonna watch some other games too. So yeah, as always, take care of yourselves. Peace. Up the blues, I guess. See you guys soon. I'm out of here.